Hey there, Wargamers, and welcome back to another Wargames Delivered video. Be sure to visit us at wargamesdelivered.com to get the paints, miniatures, and supplies used in this video, and also to refer a friend. You guys will both get a $15 discount. And with that, let's get into the video. In this video, I'll give you an in-depth look on how I paint my centerpiece character models using Captain America from Marvel United, but this technique can be used on any brand of mini, and this is also part 2 in this video series. To start this video out, we're going to enhance the blue base coat we made in the previous video using a 1-to-1 ratio of Ultramarine Blue and Matte Black from the acrylic line. This will help enhance our shadows and fix any overspray we may have had with the airbrush. And for this step, just follow along the recessed areas of the mini and try to paint thin, even lines across those areas to really sell the effect. We are trying to keep the integrity of the highlights on the base that we did with our airbrush earlier, so be careful around the lighter parts of the model and try to avoid making any mistakes on the flat parts of his suit, because it can be very tricky to clean up over an airbrushed surface. Once the undercoat step has dried, we can move on to the brown parts of his suit, such as his gloves and his boots, using leather brown here. Again, use a small brush to carefully paint in larger areas, followed by the smaller details, switching to a smaller, more precise brush if needed. And as with most Army Painter acrylics, this paint will come out a bit transparent on the first coat, so be sure to add 2 to 3 thin coats of it to really get a solid color. And as with the previous step, try to avoid making any mistakes on the blue parts of the uniform, since it can be really difficult to fix those with normal paint. Usually when you do a gradient with an airbrush, it's really tricky to cover that back up with acrylics and have it match 100% perfect. And for anyone interested in trying out these paints for yourself, we have a unique promotion for all of the Army Painter paint lines over on our website at wargamesdelivered.com, where if you buy 6 paints, you'll get 3 for free of your choice with your order. There's a link for this promotion in the description below. Next up, we're moving on to all of the red details of the mini, and this step, in my opinion, can be the most nerve-wracking. Red paints are usually heavily pigmented, so any mistakes you make will be very noticeable. With that being said, just take extra time to build these layers and use the brush that's most comfortable for you. I prefer a base coating brush or a fine detail brush, but really whatever works best for you is what I would recommend. Since we are using acrylics, it's very important to thin them down with a bit of water for a nice even finish. You can also use medium as well. Add this until your paint is about the consistency of milk, and make sure the paint on the mini is completely dry before you add a second coat to avoid any chunky textures. A little bit of info on Captain America in the game of Marvel United. In Marvel United, 2 to 4 players play as iconic heroes to stop the master plan of the villain chosen for the game. Captain America is a great all-around hero, able to give bonuses to allies and provide damage and utility to his team, really just making a good go-to leader for your team. Next up, we'll move on to Captain America's skin, using Barbarian Flesh to start out. Use this to carefully paint in all the details on his face and his hands, being careful not to get any paint on the blue parts of his suit. If you get any on, any of the other colors that we have, those are a little bit easier to clean up than the blue gradient that we created with the airbrush. Just like our other acrylic steps, we will need to apply about 2 to 3 thin coats with this color, especially over a blue base on certain areas. Moving on from there, we're going to use Castle Gray to cover the backside of his shield. With these hard to reach areas, just move the model around until you can comfortably get to a good angle on it and carefully block in this spot. You can use, obviously, like I said before, a smaller brush if you need to really block in that color and avoid hitting any other areas. You can use this color to block in the rest of your white details as well, but I personally think it's a bit too dark for that, so I'll be using a lighter gray here, switching to Stone Golem. And with this is a nice off-white gray that we can use as a starting point for all of our white details. And we will be covering how to edge highlight and just in general highlight all of the details on a character model like this one in the next video. So stay tuned for that. And I'm also using this color to fill in my what will be metallic areas for now. I want them to be a bit shinier since this is a character model. So I'm using a lighter starting point to help build out some of that shiny detail that we'll get later on. Using speed paints to get through larger projects or infantry is a great solution, but I also think it's very important to practice with acrylics and use those skills as well, because each style of painting has its place in the hobby. Using acrylics can take longer and can be a bit more difficult, but they offer better control than speed paints, and I personally use this on most of my hero characters or any centerpieces because I like them to stand out more than my regular infantry. And whenever you're painting whites, yellows, some reds even, you'll want to thin them down a little bit more than your normal acrylics because these paints are notorious for leaving a chalky texture if you don't do that. I usually try to apply about 3 to 4 very thin layers over a darker color like this one. The main point to take away from this video is when you're working with acrylics, it's very important to just build in layers with all of these base coating steps. And if you need to clean up any mistakes, acrylics are a lot easier to do this with compared to the speed paint line. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more painting tutorials, and also be sure to check out the top link in the description for the giveaway attached to this video. Thanks again, guys, and happy wargaming!